Severe rains flood Pakistan over a week and leave 77 death toll. At least 77 people have died in monsoon rains lashing Pakistan, prompting the Catholic Church's Social Action Group to join government rescue efforts. Caritas Pakistan, which has units in all 7 Catholic dioceses, on July activated its emergency response team in a planning and coordination meeting at its national secretariat in Lahore. All diocesan units have been directed to work with disaster management committees in coordination with district government for life-saving activities, Amjad Galzer, the Caritas Pakistan's executive director, told in News. Sherry Rehman, the country's climate change minister, called the deaths a national tragedy, warning for more heavier than usual downpours lay ahead. She told in a news conference in the capital that the toll was taken from June 14th, when the monsoon started. "We people die like that. It's not a small thing. It is just the beginning. We have to prepare for it. The water is flowing towards slums and the victims are awaiting relief." Most of the deaths were in the southwestern province of Baluchistan, where 39 people drowned or electrocuted by down power lines. The Baluchistan government has declared Quetta, the provincial capital, a disaster area and has imposed a state of emergency. Pastor Irfan James, who worked in Quetta, told in News that many women and children were missing in the Masting area of Baluchistan. Houses of Christian families are inundated in the low-lying Bashirabad area. The water is flowing towards slums and the victims are awaiting relief. The road have been swept away. "It is very difficult to travel," Pastor James said. The boundary wall of St. Joseph's Church in Gujranwala, Punjab province, collapsed on July 6 and damaging 2 cars parked nearby. Parking a vehicle along the church wall is prohibited. Church administration will not be responsible for any damage, stated in a signboard amongst the debris. According to the meteorological department, the raining will continue until July 8. The monsoon, which usually lasts from June to September, is essential for irrigating crops and replenishing lakes and dams across the Indian subcontinent, but each year it also brings a wave of destruction. Poorly built homes across Pakistan, particularly in rural areas, are prone to collapse in floods, which also destroy huge tracts of prime farmland. One day you have drought and next morning you are expecting flash floods. There has been criticism of the poor preparation in some of the big cities where major drains are polluted and not properly cleaned before the monsoon. Archbishop Benny Travas of Karachi has urged Caritas Pakistan to take all necessary measure to reach those communities affected by floods and also warn them on living in hazardous areas. The worst floods in recent times were in 2010, covering almost a half of the country's landmass, killing nearly 2,000 people and displacing 20 million. Pakistan is the 8th of the most vulnerable country to extreme weather caused by climate change, according to the Global Climate Risk Index complied by environmental NGO. In June, Caritas Pakistan Karachi discussed the monsoon-related challenge of Christian families evacuated last year in anti-encroachment drive with the additional commissioner of Karachi Division.